1 year ago today, I quit my full-time job to chase my dreams, and it was and continues to be one of the scariest things I've ever done in my entire life. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I really like the path that I'm on. But I haven't really told you guys the full story. I've given you bits and pieces before, so I think it's time that I tell the full story. This story actually begins way back in my childhood, before I was even consciously creating memories yet. At this age right here, I started to be drawn to cameras. I only remember these little moments now that I have located this footage, but my family bought an old school camcorder when I was just a little kid, and I was hooked. I filmed everything from our new dog to epic Nerf wars, trampoline tutorials. If something was happening, I wanted to have it on film. Fast forward to high school, and I was told I had to get good grades and study hard for college. I did what I was told, but what I was really drawn to were courses like School of Rock, where I learned the basics of music production, Video 101, where I learned the rules of cinematography, and I even signed up for our school's news channel, where I directed and shot skits with friends. By junior year of high school, I had paid clients for my video services, and by the end of high school, I even filmed a movie with my best friend, Riley. I wasn't confident in myself, though, and always viewed these things as hobbies, never as something that I could do with my life. From a young age, it was shoved down my throat from school, my peers, my family, and really just society as a whole that if I wanted to be something in life, I had to go to college. I remember one of my good friend's dads telling me that I should choose a career that I can make the most money at, and then I can do the things I love in my spare time. At the time, I thought this was the only way to be successful. I mean, shit, his dad was very successful, and I thought this was the only way to be happy. So I shipped off to college. Let me set the record straight. I think college is great, and I am extremely grateful for the things I learned there and the people I got to meet. I feel very fortunate that I was able to go to college and attain a higher level of education. Just looking back, I'm not quite sure it was a decision I made of my own accord. You see, at college, I was living two lives. I was running a business, making videos for clients, while also trying to be in the classroom enough to maintain my grades and graduate. Similar to the advice my friend's dad had given me, I was following orders and squeezing in what I loved in my spare time. Now, I'm not trying to have a pity party here, but what I am trying to emphasize is that it felt like I was two different people, living two different lives. The one I wanted and the one I felt I had to do. Halfway through college, I transferred schools to be surrounded by people who shared the love of the outdoors that I had. I had a ton of fun at the first school I attended, but I struggled to find others who shared my love of skiing. The only issue was not all of my credits transferred to this new school. My new academic counselor told me I needed to get serious about school if I wanted to finish on time, so I did. I dropped everything to focus on college. I finished strong, landed a job in tech, and climbed the corporate ladder until I had made it with a six-figure salary. I'd like to say that I got this job purely off hard work, and although I did work hard to get here, it was a bit of luck too. I happened to land in an industry that was adjacent to software development right at the time of the developer boom, and this job, if I'm being honest, was the reason financially that I was able to take such a big risk and chase my dreams. I lived way below my means during this time and saved money like crazy. I learned how to invest in the stock market and put money into crypto before it really gained traction. I thought at the time I was saving to try and buy a house, but future me had different plans. I thought money would bring me happiness, but I just always felt something was missing. In the wake of a COVID graduation, I was working remote, which meant I had to be at my desk Monday through Friday, but I had a ton of free time while I was at work. Around the same time, a new video app started to get popular, and I decided to download it. TikTok resembled Vine, an app I had loved, but had less rules and more niche communities. I started posting little skits and memes about skiing, filming most of them just feet away from my work laptop. My entire first year of posting on TikTok, I don't think I ever broke above a few hundred views, but for me, it wasn't about getting views. It was a sliver of the side of myself that I had been in touch with in the past. I got to explore my own creativity again, and it was honestly just fun for me to create things, even if they were just dumb little skits filmed with my phone. Many of my friends called it cringe and that I would grow out of it, but after a couple years of posting, a few viral videos, and gaining a sizable following, I began to wonder if this could be my escape. Social media is great, but it rewards short videos and quick bursts of dopamine. I always wanted to get back to where I started with long-form media and storytelling. I knew that the only way to do this was to throw myself into the deep end and see if I could swim. Posting videos on YouTube gives me the time and the freedom to be authentic and show up as myself. It has also allowed me to be honest in a time that seems to reward dishonesty. Last season, I posted nearly every day, and it not only improved my skills as a filmmaker and storyteller, but also as a skier. My confidence improved to a point where I started taking on bigger projects and more technical skiing. I have leaned hard into the honesty with my content, sharing things that, honestly, I'm a bit embarrassed by, like my video about how I can't 360. If we jump forward to this year, I'm posting short films every week instead of daily vlogs, which has given me more time to focus on things outside of just skiing. I've begun making more lasting connections with brands that I love and am even working on my own outerwear company. These are all things that up until recently I would have never thought possible of myself. And that's the crazy part. None of this felt possible just a few years ago, but here I am doing something I love every single day. And I'm not saying I have it all figured out because I definitely don't, but I at least am starting to feel like I'm on the right path. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that sometimes you have to take a chance on yourself. It's scary, it's uncomfortable, and oftentimes it doesn't even make sense in the moment. But if you never try, you'll never know. So if you've made it this far, thanks for being here. Seriously, none of this would be possible without you guys tuning in, supporting my work, and pushing me to keep going. I can't wait to see where all of this ends up. I'm looking forward to catching you guys next week where I'm going to show you guys all of the features on my outerwear and announce the date that it's all going to go on sale. Anyway, guys, thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch you next week. Cheers.